It is that time, guys. It is that time. That time. Time to transform your Tuesdays.
Yes,
What
sir.
is going on, party people? It is me, your boy Eric B, back with some of my co hosts for another episode of Do You Even Transform, bro? Do you?
Do you?
Do you?
Do you
Do
though?
you?
Joining me tonight is Rusty the Mechanic. Say what's up to everybody.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm the Rusty Mechanic.
Also joining me is my brother from another mother. We got Derek B in the building. Say what's up.
What's up, everybody?
And back for the second time is Mr. Oscar. Oscar. What's going on, buddy?
Hey,
Welcome back.
nothing much, man. Just hanging out. Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, without further ado, as we always do, let's go ahead and get into how our week and a half, our week and a quarter has been so far. Let's start with our special, not so special guest, Oscar. Man, how's it been, man?
It's been good. It's been a good couple of weeks. Picked up a few things. I did pick up. I haven't had a chance to bust them out of package though. Was the game Studio Series Gamer Edition Transformers Reactivate Bumblebee.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But how's your week been?
Been all right.
We'll get there.
Sorry, I got excited.
You ready to show that?
It was
thigh?
good.
No.
It's
Jumping right in.
Blowing his load early.
Call me a cab girl. I'm tired. No, it's been good, man. It's been good. Work's been good. Been blessed. Lots of OT. Lots of money coming in. Power bill came in since we bought a new AC system. It's
Okay.
I mean, it went from like 405 to 192 in 2
Woo!
months. So
Oh, that's money in your pocket.
That's it up for that.
that show is. That's third party
Okay.
combiner.
Hey.
And you're saving the environment.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Boy, my
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Is that it for you, Oscar? That was quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, nothing really
Well,
special.
I got a
happening here.
follow up question, man. How's work been? I know, you've had a couple changes over the past year or so, but how's work been, man? With the new spot, sounds like you found a better spot for you and the family, and
Yeah,
Going good?
it's good. I work at a truck dealership, so I was working there before, and they had changed management, and like any other establishment, when new management comes in, change comes along with it.
Yeah.
I pride myself on being able to adapt to a lot of situations when it comes to the workforce, but I kind of have to draw the line when the new management was being blatantly disrespectful to coworkers. Talking to them in ways you probably should not be talking to them, which by today's standards probably could have gotten them sued, and the company sued. And I took it got bad to the point where I thought it was better for me, not just mentally, but like like in a living situation, to not work there anymore. So I quit. And I bounced on a few jobs, got a good paying gig for like a year and a half, and they closed down. And then I was working at this other place, and my old boss had went back to the trucking job, and he gave me a call, shot me a text when he's like, "Yeah, I hear you work at this place and you're not happy." And it was just like, "Oh, there is a God." So he's like, "You want to come back?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Let me go tell these people to fuck right off. I'll be right there, bro." And so I'm back there. It's what I love doing. I love trucks, man. Like when I was a teenager, my ambitions were to be a diesel mechanic, but life kind of threw a curveball, so I couldn't really follow through on that. Not that any place would take me now. Looking forward to next Monday. I turned a big 4-5.
Hey,
All
Yeah.
right.
look at you. Look
So-
at you.
Right.
And now, of course, I'm back at at the job I have now, and of course, we're doing inventory, so that is a lot of overtime.
Oof,
Which is,
I do not envy you, brother.
no. So yeah, it's one time a year, but there's a lot of money in that one time a year, and plus
Right
to
on.
give Christmas bonuses, so
Yep.
which
Nice.
is I'm down for that.
Good stuff.
So yeah, finding balance has been a little difficult at first, but we're getting there.
That's what's
Yeah.
up, man. That's what's up. Derek, what about you, man? How's it been?
Hey, man. Living the dream as usual. It's been a nice, cool week. No drama, no issues as usual. and I'm enjoying the fact that I'm sitting here dropping out of sound. I'm not well. I'm not impressed. I'm sitting here with this with my Mac. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, we can barely hear you now. What
Oh,
what
your
what's
audio's
Uh
breaking
happening?
up.
oh.
There we go. He's
Uh oh.
Yeah, there we go. We better now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Testing.
Yes. There we go.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. So
Yeah.
go back
I,
2 seconds and repeat all that again.
okay. So we were talking about this. I was talking about my MacBook. I was trying to do this update to Mac Sequoia, the new
Mhm.
OS for the MacBook and all the Apple devices. Uh, you know, um, it's listening to me talk. Holy shit! Let me turn this
Uh-huh.
off. And yeah, because the revolution will not start here. So yeah, let me turn this off.
your
And
MacBook's looking at you, going, "Do not worry, Father Derek. We will be together forever
yeah,
and
right.
ever."
No, sir. I don't go
Got
that
that,
way. But
baby.
anyway, but yeah, but no, the week's been quiet. The week's been cool. Been getting my Call of Duty on. I meant to change my thing because y'all know I'm a kiddo, but at the same time, I wanted to put my gamer tag up there so everybody get a good note of
Oh,
that,
that's a
and I
good
will
idea.
change it. And I will change it during the course of the show. So just pay attention to it, and you'll see what the gamer tag
What,
is.
go ahead and throw it out
Xbox
again. What is it? What is it?
Xbox and PlayStation 5. So all of y'all that want to get schooled on Call of Duty, we can go ahead and get that in.
Ooh,
And I'm gonna pop it up
I
right
was
now
just
because I
yeah.
have this habit of typing fast when it comes to certain things. And there it
Don't
is
do.
right there, folks. Within
There you go.
seconds, you get to have my gamer tag. Hit me up when you're trying to play some Call of Duty or whatever else. Actually, just Call of Duty because y'all don't want to play Texas Chainsaw with me. That's a scary. So. But yeah, whenever y'all want to get that time in, we got a squad that'll be ready to squad up and really get that work in. And the dream is to get 12 people so I can get a private lobby in. We can go
Six
six
on
by
six.
six, 6 by 6, baby. I already know my squad, so already
Yeah,
know who's gonna be
y'all are
down with my quick.
much better than I am in that game, but it's fun though.
But it's fun though, the camaraderie. Hey
Yeah.
man, but yo, it's nothing like playing hardcore and then shooting your teammates by accident. But it's their own fault because if they walking in front of you, they deserve to be shot. So y'all make sure when you're playing with me, if you see me in your line, if I got a line of sight on somebody, don't run in front of me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then you're gonna let me know your level to play, right, Jedi? Because he did it a couple
Mm,
of times. He had to learn.
mm,
God
mm,
damn,
mm.
you
We're not gonna
savage.
talk about that, but hey, but
I
feel
love how
free to
people like to blame the victim.
Yeah. I
Don't
could have
make
not
fun
pulled
of
the
me.
trigger, but
hey,
he was running. I didn't
bruh,
have time to stop.
bruh. I call it like I see it. I call it
I
like
hear
I see
you,
it.
man. I
So
hear you.
He fell on my
but
bullet. It's
I'll
okay.
be happy to pass it over to my other Call of Duty compadre over
Yeah,
here,
man.
Mr.
What's up,
Rusty
Rusty?
Mechanic.
This
Yes,
guy right
sir.
here. Yeah, no, the Call of Duty stuff has been a blast. So I just threw, oddly enough, why wouldn't my gamer tag be the Rusty Mechanic since I have the Rusty Mechanic on every other
It's
social
the
media thing I got
brand,
going on,
people. It's a
right?
brand.
It is TM and copyright and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, you can find me on Call of Duty as well, guys. Rusty Mechanic, go ahead and hit me up. Like Derek said, it has been a
Mhm.
blast
He got
with the
T-shirts,
rest
people.
of the realm. Yeah, man, we got to do something. We got to start another channel or show or something because there's enough of us now that we can stream this stuff and it'd probably be pretty hilarious. But yeah, no, been definitely been getting my Call of Duty on with Derek and Rob Nat out there keeps it's not bullets with Rob, it's an axe. He likes to toss an axe into the back of your head as you're running in
He
front of him, so
does.
that's
Man.
entertaining.
That's a good name for a
Yeah,
show. Bullets with Rob.
Yeah.
right.
He's a gun enthusiast. Yeah.
Dude running around with axes. Then you got another dude with a bat running around
Yep.
thinking he Batman and whatnot. And I
Shout
look
out
for
to
that
Dre.
all the time.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm getting him too.
Yeah, no, everybody that's joined us in those games, shout out to all of you. It has been
Mhm.
a blast. Scotty Marble just went, and even my wife is in there with us too. She's on there
And
as
your
cool and
brother-in-law.
Betty. My brother-in-law gets he's ridiculous. He's a
Yeah.
younger generation. He's like in his early 30s there, and he just crushes it every time.
Yeah.
He's one of those
They on my
playing
team.
with a mouse, not with a control of all things. So
That's why they on
go
my team.
figure.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, other than that, so work's been a bit insane for me too. Unfortunately, the team I'm on, they had to let 2 consultants go. Luckily, I was not one of them. But that means that I get to pick up their workload, which means
Of course.
more money, but more problems. So anyway, picking up their workload and stuff has been a bit busy the last few weeks. Not terrible. Luckily, we're kind of getting into the, obviously getting into the holiday season and stuff. So work's kind of trailing off. People are planning on vacations and stuff. Nobody wants to start any major projects right now because they know people are going to go on vacation and stuff. So, but I'm hoping that I mean it's a money thing, so I don't think they're going to replace anybody anytime soon. So I'm not looking forward to January. We'll see how that goes. Finally got my new glasses. Finally went out and I had the eye test done. Finally, actually bought new glasses, and they finally came in, so I can actually see you guys now. Y'all look great. Y'all look great. Everybody out there in the chat squad, you look great.
All right.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you for an update from that eye doctor because I know you really had an adventure with that dude, man.
It was fun. It was actually
based on what you told us the last time.
Yeah, it was like a gaming thing. It was actually fun.
Okay.
And then on the weekend, actually about 2 weeks ago, I went. The truck's about 5 years old now, so I'm looking at the tires. Winter's coming, and realizing the tires are a little bald, so maybe I should go and get a new set of tires. So I go to my tire guy, and he hooks me up with a set of tires. I bring the truck in, and I'm fairly mechanically inclined, which is kind of where my nickname comes from and stuff. You'd think I would check my brakes more often, but not this time around. And they took the rear tires off the truck, and they kind of made fun of me and hauled me in because there was nothing left to my brake pads on all 4 brake pads on the rear, right down to the metal backing plate, scratching up the rotors.
Metal.
And they're like, yep. And they're like, you didn't hear that? And I was like, I heard it, but I didn't think it was that bad. And I was making up all sorts of excuses.
You didn't think it was that bad?
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the sparks coming from? You had to have that going on too.
Anyway,
see the sparks going on. You thinking you got the coolest car around? No, you about to catch on fire, dude.
I got the hottest car around. That's what's happening. So I spent the weekend. I ordered, rush ordered on a set of rotors, a set of brakes, and spent the afternoon on Saturday doing the rear brakes on the truck, which actually was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Probably because the truck is only 5 years old, and every other brake job I've ever done has been on cars that have been 10 years old or over, and everything's all seized up. So there was nothing seized, so I was happy about that, and the job went fairly easily. And now I have new brakes, and no more sparks flying down the road. So yay!
I'd rather do a full set of brake pads than another set of drums like back when I was a teenager.
The drums? No.
87 Pontiac T1000 hatchback. It was probably the biggest nightmare of my entire life.
No, I did that once and never again. That was the worst job I'd ever done. My God. Anyway. What about you, Eric? How's your week, buddy?
Listen, man, this has been the longest week off already.
Yeah?
Last week wasn't that much better. A lot of changes and stuff. Systems and new programs and new reporting and stuff that has to be done. So just catching up, trying to stay above water on that. You know how it is with change and adding new stuff to your plate. It just takes a second to get caught up. But I'm already over it, just tired. But otherwise going good, man. Family's doing okay. Trying to be the best dad I can be, which is a struggle every day. But just trying to be the best dad I can be. Oh man, it's harder when you weren't raised with your father. You know what I mean? So you're just trying to make sure you're not
a hell of a job.
I appreciate that.
A hell of a job because you can't tell. That's the thing.
I
And that's the
appreciate that.
beauty
I
about
was
that,
good.
you know.
So yeah,
You know?
like if
Yeah, I
if
see
you
your
didn't have your
posts.
dad around growing up, I mean,
Mhm.
you're a pretty awesome human being to me for not having a father figure around. So good job.
Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate that for sure, for sure. So just just trying to continue to be the change I want to see in life, and kind of being in a coffee bean, and trying my best to change the things that I'm in versus letting those things change me, man. So that's it. That's all that's
Right on.
Yo.
been going on for me, brother.
Yeah.
That's it, man. Excited
Uh,
to get into the meat and potatoes of what we got going on here tonight and stuff
so
like that. What you got?
before we do that, I would like just to give a shout out to everybody out there because Veterans Day for you guys just went by. Remembrance Day for us in Canada just went
Mhm.
by. Shout out to everybody out there who, if you serve in your military, you have served in your military,
Yeah. Yeah.
serve in your country. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you very much for everything you've
Absolutely.
done. Derek, I know your family's military. I've got military in my family as well. Shout out to all you guys. Thank you very much for everything you do.
Yep, absolutely,
Sir.
absolutely. Happy belated Veterans Day for sure, for sure. All right, well, let's get into one of my favorite segments on our show. Let's find out if the gang transformed, man. Did you transform, bro? And I think I'm gonna start with Derek. Did you
Oh my
transform,
God. I
bro?
knew you was gonna pick me first.
All right. Well, here's the thing. I didn't I didn't buy anything new. But what I did, because I'm trying to make some changes in here to make it more realistic, I went and took my MMC tapes, Buzzsaw and Laserbeak. I went and transformed them into tape mode so I can put them back in the box because I'm going to be more realistic with the smaller versions of them. So I'm leaving Rumble and Frenzy up at there at the top, so you can't see it. But I'm leaving Rumble and Frenzy, and I'm leaving Ravage up there too. So I'm going to have Buzzsaw and Laserbeak in their real size, and their authentic size. So
Where
yeah, I
is
transformed
Jeremy B?
these.
Where is Jeremy B when you need him? I need the complete failure. I need the Ace Milo, the Juice Head. I need it all, sir. You did not transform this week, but thank
I
you.
did. I transformed these. You know how hard this is when you're not reading the instructions,
Oh my
though.
God, he changes
Man,
the rules
and
on
then
what this
almost
segment
look,
is about every friggin' show.
and
Send
then
him, send him,
when you
send him
when
into
you hit the
the.
head, when you do the head part, and then
Cornfield.
you gotta fix it back together, man. That's if that ain't transforming, I don't know what that shit is, man. I had to transform these.
He's going. He's triggered. He's triggered. Calm
All
him
right,
down,
I'll tell
Derek.
you
You
what,
gotta
I'll tell you
calm
what,
your
I'll tell
boy
you what.
down, man. He's
Let me
getting
go get it.
excited.
Let me go get one of my Fans Toys figures that's still in the box, and then take it out and then turn the hip. That's transforming too, right? Okay, so we do that.
No, listen, getting figures are, I mean, it's okay not to get something because sometimes you got to have that lull, right? Like, we don't have absorbent amounts of cash just hanging around. So it's okay not to get something. It's okay. No pressure from us, bro. But we also not going to let you slide with that. So get out of here, Rusty.
What's up?
Come on in here, buddy. What
are we doing?
Transform, bro.
So, I did not transform this week, but
Hey man, fake it till you make it.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I'm trying to follow your rules, whatever they are
Oh,
here. Just
boy.
make it up as you go,
Jesus
right? Okay.
Christ.
So, I did not transform this week. However, I did come in late last show and I missed the segment. So I'm going to use the last show's segment to
I'll
show
allow
you
it.
what I got.
I'll allow it.
All right.
I'll allow it.
So I'll start off with.
I coulda did
I'm gonna start off with the small guy.
You showed your
So,
stuff last.
and I know you guys already showed yours off, and it's been a few weeks, but I did get
Hey.
Yay.
New Age
All
Blaster.
right,
Around the same time that you guys did. This guy's awesome. I love him. He's great. I do not like. Where's my steel jaw? Where's my steel jaw?
Yeah.
I do not like. Anyway, whatever.
Steel jaw will come with the toy color version.
We know what New Age is doing. I'm gonna end up
Aw,
buying
man.
a
Look at
second
that.
one just so I can get steel jaw. Whatever.
Or no, I hear you can buy the 3-pack. You can buy the
Oh?
cassettes. Yeah, so just wait. Don't just
Okay,
buy that.
I will.
if you
I
know.
will be
I'm
patient.
getting every version of Blaster. Y'all already know.
Yeah, we know that's
because
your bag.
Blaster's your boy. No, I get it.
That's your
Yeah.
dude.
And I know that I mentioned this before. I'm going to show it off anyway, just because, man, this thing is amazing. I can't. I still can't get over it. Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. Just
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Just
that is sharp for a Hasbro.
amazing figure for a mainline figure. Blown away,
Mhm.
absolutely blown away. And then the thing that I'm really excited about, keeping in line with the Optimus theme, but switching it up slightly.
Oh, Yolo
Nemesis-
Park.
YOLO Park,
Nemesis.
Nemesis Prime,
Very
in
nice.
all of
Nice.
his glossy black glory. Look at
Alright.
that. I haven't got the
There you
batteries
go.
yet, so I haven't got the light figure. But you know what? And I know we chatted about it, and Eric, I know you made the comment, but you are 1,000% correct, sir. I have gone down a rabbit hole. I am addicted to these YOLO Park figures. They are awesome. If you haven't picked one up, anybody out there in the chat, if you haven't picked one up, just go and get one, because they're not expensive and they're super fun to put together, and they're like really well done figures.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
that was what I got 2 weeks ago, and I got nothing this week. So
It's all good, man. No pressure
it.
from us. No pressure from
Derek, that's how it's done, by the way.
Yeah.
Letting you know.
Thanks.
Well, Oscar,
Thanks.
I know you're excited to show off what
I
you
know,
got.
man.
I know you transform, bro. What you got?
Jumped the gun. So, of course, the Transformers Reactivate Bumblebee. I haven't busted them open yet. Picked them up. He did come.
Wait. You gotta pull it up and let the people see it. Let them behold it. You know what I mean?
Behold,
there you
bam.
go. There you go. There you go. All right.
Transformers Reactivate Bumblebee. He, I was telling Big Eric, he did come in a 2-pack with a Starscream, but as a Seeker fanboy, I thought that's probably the ugliest freaking jet I've ever seen Hasbro make. So I passed, but I did want the Bumblebee, mostly because I really dig that alt mode he's got. You know? So
Yeah, that's
forward
dope.
to-
Yeah.
Yep.
messing with that. And then I also picked up Vector Prime from the Legacy line.
Okay.
Never owned him for the Cybertron line, but you know, I just figured I saw him at Target and I was like, yeah, what's the harm? So now, you know, put him on the Prime shelf with all the other Primes I got. But the crown achievement was 2 weeks to the day. The last time I was on the show with y'all, I placed the order online, and today showed up. Probably my favorite masterpiece figure ever. He's got to be hard to top. He's my figure of the year. Is Magic Square Swindle.
Nice.
Very sexy. I don't want to transform him because what will happen is I'm going to want to get Brawl, and then I'm going to have another Bruticus up there alongside Unique Toys. Bruticus. I really don't want to, but I really want to see his Jeep. I mean, I love the Legend Scale version of him. Yeah. And yes, I am getting a DNA design upgrade for Vector, Mr. Jedi. It is that's done and done. But yeah, that's my haul. That's my transforming. You know, I'm getting back into it, but I'm being a little, you know, obviously got to be a little wiser because Christmas is coming up, and I gotta piss my sister off by spoiling her sons. So
Fair enough. Look at you being good uncle. All right,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Well,
a
that
uncle.
leads me, and I am going to. Can you hear that?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got
the
Agent
Knight
Knight.
Rider? Yeah, nice.
I
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
get that bad
That's
boy.
Hey,
awesome.
where's the woo woo? There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
baby.
So
Yeah.
cool. So cool.
Of all the crossover figures
Right
that
away,
I think
Michael.
I might pick up, it's probably that one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I had to have it. The other ones look cool.
Yeah.
Like the DeLorean was cool in theory, right? The
Yeah.
the Ecto one was cool.
The Ecto one. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you
Stranger.
got like the MP10 Prime in that Ecto scheme or whatever,
Mhm.
that's all
Yeah.
cool. But this is the one. This is
Yeah.
the one. This is the one that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
I
was
remember.
beautiful.
I think I mentioned to you guys. I actually and the reason why I would pick that one up. I actually had an opportunity once to buy an 85, 86 Pontiac Trans Am automatic.
Mhm.
It had the beige interior. It had the T shifter, right? Because in the show they called him a Trans Am, but he's actually it ended up right that he was actually a Firebird. And I actually had a
Firebird.
chance to buy one. It was black. It had the beige interior. It had the T shifter. And then I went down this crazy rabbit hole where there's actually a company in the US. I think they're in California actually. They make all of the replica pieces for the dashboard, the steering, the wheel well covers, the whole nine yards, right? They'll actually custom, and this was back in the early 2000s, I think, and they basically saying for 15,000 US, they would find you the car, build it for you, ship it to you. And I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to do it myself, and I almost bought the car. I missed out on it. Kicking myself ever since, right? And then when I saw this, I was like the whole childhood, the whole thing came back. I was like, I don't even know why I haven't bought the thing yet, to be honest, right? I mean, it
Amazon,
doesn't fit into
baby.
my collection anywhere. I should just snap it up.
Yep, it's that time.
Anyway,
It's that time.
next show.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Well, folks, this show is brought to you by Nick the Toy Guy. Head on over to nickthetoyguy.com for all of your Transformers and also action figure needs. Don't forget to use our promo code DYETB10 for 10% off your entire order. Don't forget to combine that with code free ship so you can get $10 off. I'm sorry, you get free shipping for anything under $10. It's a pretty cool thing. All right. Well, it is that time, guys. It's that time in the show where we find out, does it still hold up? Give me 1 second. I think there's a bumper for that. Boom. All right, Oscar, you got the floor.
All right, so for those of you that know me very well, I used to be on a podcast called Shattercast Uncut that started years and years and years ago. We were there with Bobby Skullface, Greg for Mercy, T2RX6 Justin, Matthew Baldwin, and Robert D. And, you know, around the time I got married back in 2014, my wife started a little project of, and what this segment is about is like third-party toys that have been out for a long time now. Third party's been out for over 10 years. In my household, we have a certain third-party set that my wife bought the pieces for over time when we first got married in 2014. We call it the Wedding Combiner. Some people know it as TFC Prometheus. Now, I apologize in advance because the name of the segment is going to describe itself. Here he is in what's left of his beautiful glory. Ain't got no arms.
Yeah.
This was back in the day when they were still doing silhouettes for everything. There we go. So my favorite release on this figure is hands down Gumball. I even got my little Autobat sticker there. Probably one of my favorite TFC figures ever. And he's a leg. Then of course you have I forget their names.
That's Streetwise.
Yeah, that's Streetwise right here.
Groove.
That's Groove.
Yeah.
First Aid right here. Then of course you have Hotspot, and Blades is currently at the laboratory of Mr. T2RX6 because when I tried to clean him up because my wife and I celebrated our 10-year wedding anniversary back in June.
Nice.
Thank you. I tried to clean him up and I twisted his waist and he just separated. Over the years, this guy has been just on display. I never mess with him because there's that sentimental value that this was purchased when I first married my wife. We had our first place together, and then we moved to our second place, our second apartment, which was like right in the heart of town, next to everything. You know, this guy only went from a box to a shelf. That's it. Got dusted off occasionally. So there's a lot of love for this dude still, and I think for at the time, like comparing him now to modern day combiners like the Unique Toys behind me, or even like anything like the DX9 Menasor or Fans Toys Menasor, this guy's like the Cro-Magnum version of those guys, right? It's part of the evolutionary scale. Like TFC was on top of their game. When he came out, they had done Hercules, they did their Uranos, they did their I forget the name of their Predaking. But they did their Predaking also, and this guy was next, and I wanted in on it. My wife thought it was cool, and the fact is, over 10 years later, does he still hold up? Absolutely not. You can't get this guy to stand unless he's propped up against anything whatsoever. The plastic is disintegrating just at the slightest touch, and I don't ham hawk my third-party figures now. I'll ham hawk the hell out of a Hasbro because those are easily replaceable. But,
right.
so Just to give you a fine example, when we were getting the show ready, I was like, oh, I'll transform First Aid to robot mode to show him what he looked like, because I was really excited to get him, because at the time, IDW was really big with their Transformers More Than Meets the Eye comic book.
Mhm.
And of course, his wheel broke off.
Oh no!
Um,
dude.
Oh,
So like, and this dude was hanging out up until our anniversary. Was hanging out in the living room on my side of the couch on on an end table where I sit, and I put him in storage when Blades broke, and then I pulled him out just for this segment, and it's a little heartbreaking. So does TFC Prometheus hold up over 10 years later? Absolutely not. I mean, everything about him is great. The combiner ports, were really nice, and I believe you were able to mix and match the TFCs earlier. Combiners, like they would show the promotional skills of like the Uranus legs on their Leo Ducks, which was their Razor Claw. I would have loved to have done that. And the thing is now, like when I did a quick Google to get an image on them, like a lot of places were selling the whole set for $200. If that doesn't make me roll my eyes up hard enough to make me pass out, I don't know what will. Because we paid full price for this, and the average price for the limbs were $100.
at least.
A piece, and I forget how much Hotspot was, but I know he was pricey because he was a big boy. But yeah, that is an amazing segment. I can't believe it's also like as disappointed as I am with how much it didn't last, and if it still doesn't hold up, it's still a testament of time how much the third party companies have progressed over the
Yeah,
years.
that's a good
Where
point.
we had the Devastator wars between Magic Square and New Age, for the love of God, and that's Legends class, So it's a little heartbreaking. At the same time, I still smile when I look at them because, it is a nice little bookmark in history when it comes to third party development. It was made by TFC. I always knew TFC because they were the first third party company I heard of when they released their version of Roller.
Okay.
So it's a unique purchase, and I know the company has changed a lot over the years. I know they did a Seacon set.
Dude, they just are finishing their Abominus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just now finishing their
Yeah.
Abominus. That's if the rumors about them being Kang toys and all this stuff, like I don't know the behind the scenes stuff. It gets confusing, like the factories and designers selling their other stuff. And then there was that KO set of Dinobots that combined that supposedly a TFC designer made, but then sold it to
Trash.
some company out in China. I don't know if you guys remember those.
Yep.
Trash.
Yeah, was it trash? Tell me it's trash without telling me it's trash. Watch the Bolt Matrix review. But yeah, it was, and it was very unique for its time. It is Chug scale, they line up with Chug. They're basically Voyagers attached to an old school leader class figure. And I'll never forget watching Bobby review all these, even bringing into importance the reverse ambulance on First Aid here, So it was,
And that is true to life.
yeah.
Yep.
And the amount of accessories. This was my first combiner I had that had posable hands. So
Yeah.
every finger was articulated, even though like some are good and then some are, there we go, yeah. Little hollow on the inside of the fingers, but you don't see them
And that
often.
was back in the day when it started doing the individual fingers, even on the large bots, because on the other ones, even the Hasbro ones, you would have them ones that the link
Typewriter
stick
fingers.
together,
Stuck together.
yeah,
Yeah.
right,
Yep.
right, looking
So
like
it
they're
was-
holding up gang signs and whatnot. Yeah, and like,
What set you repping, Defensor?
mhm.
But yeah, it's and me, like I love supporting local law enforcement, but I also like calling them out when they do wrong. But this is like the testament of it. These are our first responder team, which is something that we don't really see a lot of in the world of Transformers. you
Yeah.
know?
I agree.
So it's a unique set. And then like I remember at the time my options was stick with this or invest in the Hasbro Defensor, which I did, but that one was just pitiful in its own right. Until Perfect Effect released their upgrade kits for it, and then other companies, C Plus company, made an amazing upgrade kit for it. But still, like I don't have any more Defensors. I tried getting on board with the Generation Toy set. They took forever to release. When they finally did, I didn't care, and those motherfuckers fell apart real quick.
Yeah.
It's just I'm being real. But yeah, that is my contribution to this segment of Does It Still Hold Up? It is the TFC Prometheus. No, it does not. Be very careful, and this is going to be fun to explain to my wife that I broke it.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting conversation, honey. I broke it.
If anybody in the chat squad has a spare TFC Prometheus, you can send it on down to Oscar. Save Oscar's marriage.
Hashtag save my
Well, thanks
marriage.
for-
Hashtag my name is my gamer tag. Also, Oscar and J Boy on PlayStation.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey man, so thanks for doing that segment for us tonight. I definitely we wanted to get you to do it last week, but because we had like so much going on,
Oh, of course.
and reason being is when we started this thing again, Oscar was originally a part of the original cast, but life started happening, and he had to get some separation so he can take care of life, and we all understand that. But that segment he came up with, so we wanted to give him the honors to do it while he was on. So we appreciate you doing it, man. And yeah,
Thank
that
you.
thing's a piece of crap. Unfortunately, it doesn't hold up.
Boy, guy, it's okay, buddy. You could go defend the closet again.
Don't pat him too hard. He might
I know,
fall.
right? It'll just explode.
That's what's up, man. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of tonight. Derek, this was your topic. As you guys could see in the title, it's called Wish List Edition, and so I'll let my boy Derek B take it away. I know this came from a conversation that he and I had about something. So, go ahead, buddy.
All right.
Introduce the
So,
topic.
yeah. So, y'all know me. When it comes to this community, sometimes I can be petty, but I want to be able to, point these things out when they, come about, because this is not a topic that has not been talked about already. We have talked about this several times. It is figures that we have that we wish that somebody would come out with a replacement for. And, I just want to go through a line of figures that, I actually have. And, wanted to, just roll through these and just have a discussion. Yo, when are we getting a new wind charger? Okay.
Dude.
When are we getting a new wind charger?
Well, I can tell you when Fans Toys does it.
I'm surprised that when they released their version of Gears, that Wind Charger wasn't right behind him.
Well,
Right, I figured if you're gonna do Gears, right, and they did a few other mini bots, why not throw Wind Charger in right behind him?
This is why
I'm
I think it's close.
imagining,
Go ahead,
I'm
Derek.
imagining it's going to be close, but they came out with that Outback because of
The
Braun.
mold mates.
Yeah, the Braun, the
Yeah.
mold mate.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that Chase is going to be right behind. Chase is coming close soon
It's a no-brainer.
because of Gears and all that.
Yep.
So Wind Charger. No, I'm sorry. Wind Charger mold mate is Tailgate. So
Tailgate,
when they do Wind Charger, we'll get a Tailgate. But yeah, it's been way overdue. This needs to be replaced. Okay.
I would rather have seen a Fans Toys Wind Charger. Actually, I would rather have seen anything than Sovereign 2.0. But that's another episode.
Yeah.
Well, that was the previous episode.
That was the previous episode.
So I'm with you, Derek. Chat squad.
Brink. Wind Charger and Chase, they're mold mates. Yes.
No, negative, but I hear you. Wasn't Chase a part of the Play School Transformers thing? What's that thing?
It was Chase. Chase was the white version of Wind Charger.
That was Tailgate.
That was Tailgate.
Tailgate was oh no, wait.
You had it right the
No,
second
I
time.
had it right the first. Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Chase was Chase was who?
Gears'
Oh,
mold?
he's
Gears is
definitely
mold.
Paw
No.
Patrol.
Yeah.
Because
He's
Gears
definitely
is
Paw
mold.
Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Gears is mold.
Gears mold mate is it starts with an S or something like that?
Hold on.
Yeah, we're failing at this, but I
Keep
have it because
talking.
Fans Toys came right out with it.
Somebody's hacking away at a keyboard over there.
I am sorry.
Yeah, no, all
You
good.
No,
You good.
because I'm thinking about Outback.
No,
No,
Outback
Chase.
and
No,
Braun.
yeah, no.
Chase was
Gears'
a
Chase's mold mate. Yes.
No.
No, he was like a. Oh my god, man! What is this guy? He was like a Bumblebee.
Because he's an
recon.
IDW.
No. Chase looks like an Omnibot.
Yeah, he's a red Omnibot. There we go.
Yeah.
Swerve. That's it. That's Swerve.
Swerve.
Not
Swerve.
Swerve.
Okay.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Thanks, Penny.
Swerve is. Man, we know so much about Transformers. Trust us.
Man, that's that season 4 that people.
Oh
started-
shit, he was in he
Season
was
3
in
and
Rescue
4.
Bots too. Yo,
That's the
I
rescue
forgot
bot.
about
That's
that
it.
too.
That's rescue bots.
We could just be
No,
real petty. Just be like,
Throttlebot. Throttlebot.
He's a
He's
throttle
part of the
bot.
Throttlebots.
Yes, Chase is a
Sorry, not an
throttle bot.
Omnibot.
I had the names wrong. Okay, yeah.
This is the worst episode
right.
ever. Okay. That's right.
no, let's just be petty. Let's be petty and just say it out loud. No one give a damn about Swerve.
Yeah.
That is true.
No one did.
Although
All
I
right,
did
so-
buy the fans toys. All right, what you got?
But here's how I like to here's how I like to keep people focused off my mistakes. Go to the next thing. So now we got the Dotson brothers.
All right.
We got Prowl. Oh man, please God, please give us new Dotson brothers. I need
so
some
that
new
brings up a
Dotson
good
brothers, like-
conversation, right? Because DX9 has these in the works, right?
Yep.
What's wrong with the original ones?
I don't.
I'm
think
okay-
there's
I'm okay
anything
with the
wrong
original ones.
originals.
I need better material. First of all, this is all plastic.
So I
You
will
know,
say,
There's
This is no heft to them whatsoever. These are on ball joints. They break. They'll get brittle. They get brittle. They are
Facts.
these ones that you're looking at now. They're brittle. If I look at these the wrong way, yeah, they're done. They're done. I've had
Facts.
these since they launched.
Mhm.
Since they launched,
dude,
so it tells
what are
you
y'all
how many
doing with
years
y'all
I've had
figures?
these.
Dude, I've transformed these things 80,000 times. I've since packed them up and put them in a box because I have the anime tune versions out on the shelf. But yeah, you even got the KFC upgrades for the hands. But
yeah.
on smoke screen.
Screen. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I will say these are great still. One of the very few that don't look outdated no matter what you put them with. And like they had some very crazy articulation. The only thing they were missing was an ab crunch. So that's the only thing I can think you can kind of add nowadays and maybe slim up the chest a little bit. But these things were dope.
Yeah.
I stand with
Takasa
Brink on this. you got the KO, the Casa Tonys.
I don't remember that. What a fucking
got
meme
the
that
M-
was.
Yeah. Nah, I did have a couple of those because I got them on the cheap, as you're supposed to. And and I immediately got rid of it. I was like, nah, I don't want this. Nah, I'm gonna get rid of
For
it.
sure.
Keep my original MPs and not be infected. So yeah.
I too would like to see an update on the Dotson brothers to see someone else's take on the engineering.
So this
because
is the DX9.
yeah, that looks beautiful. That looks a little more cartoon for me.
And that's
And-
updated as well because
Oh, I don't like
That
that.
used to be
What's that
different.
split? What's that split down the middle of his chest? I don't
that's
like
how
that.
you slim up the chest.
Okay, yeah. Now you're being petty because everybody else is talking about too, and you know that. Stop being petty.
No,
you know what?
no,
Be petty.
no,
'Cause that's me all day. I'm gonna be all petty too. Yeah, look at that split in between his middle of his chest.
So
like
hold on. Sorry, I'll be honest. This is the first time I've seen this. I didn't realize that DX9 was yeah. No, I didn't know that they were coming out with this. So
Let's
that
see
was
if I
the
can put
first
this
thing that I
this
saw
way.
in that
There
picture.
we
It was
go.
like, what is
Yeah.
that? Right there. Anyway,
Bear, give us a little bit more zoom if you can.
I'll go
There
in
we
just
go.
to look at that split and them fingerprints that whoever was holding this and got their fingerprints.
Nah,
on
that's
it.
just that's
It was doing
resin.
it.
That's a resin cast, yeah.
That's a weird ass thumb. I'll tell you that
No,
right
that's
now.
a thumb. That's a thumb print. That's a thumb print.
But I mean,
Somebody-
this is their way to slim up the chest because obviously, when you go and take it in car mode, the chest is not that slim. So I like what they did there. It's no different than what was that other figure that you slim? Oh, Jazz. Jazz is like that. With Fans Toys and the Make Toys company.
Make Toys,
so,
yeah.
I mean, and look at the feet. Now the feet are a little wonky in this. I'm not gonna lie, the feet are a little wonky. I don't know what they're doing there with the
At
feet.
least it's kind of more pronounced. Like I can tell those are feet, and they're just not the back of a car. You know, so I give
this
them
dude looked
credit
like he
there.
3 toes down, and they definitely need to take these out, to make them look like feet.
what does Welcome to 2023? that I've never seen. Is that when they came out? Was in 2023?
Yeah, that's when they came. Yeah,
They
that's when
showed
they got
the first one last year.
Shit.
As a matter of fact, we
All right,
might have talked
my
about
bad.
it pop-up show. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Talked about it on
bad.
All Hail Unicron too, and I'm patient. I'm gonna wait till this comes out before I go dropping cash on a pre-order.
Yep.
I mean, at least get a definitive release date because it looks good. I like it. I think it'll be different because pictures are one thing, right? It's always the experience on the eyes that may give you a different feeling about it. But this looks good. I like it.
Yeah, they just need to do something with these yabba dabba doos.
Yeah, like I don't.
Here, man,
Put out my cigarette.
Yeah, that's the vehicle mode.
I like it.
That looks a little newer. It doesn't look like the old Datsun.
That's not a Datsun Z. Yeah, that's. Anyway.
Hey,
Wait
that's how
till-
you avoid copyright, Rusty. Change it up.
That's to speak to that split right
you
there.
go.
That it's in robot mode. Yeah, that's to speak to that.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know the engineering on this one. Looks a little and next time, wait till this mold dries before y'all start handling this. Look at these fingerprints all over this thing.
Well, at least there isn't like a guy's hand with like a 2-inch long thumbnail on it. It's like, oh, hey, Sabretooth, I know you design Transformers too, buddy.
The
Crusty
dude
ass.
after he finished the print, he said, "Don't touch it till it dries." Okay.
Okay.
Look at this.
And they got that one buddy with I just smoke his weed.
Too late. Here.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
All right, Swipe.
Now,
Oh
You
yeah.
want
Now,
another
this
version
is-
of this?
this is the only one that I think I'm going to disagree with you on because I don't like the car one. I'm with you, but Bad Q did it and they knocked that one out of the park.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed out on the back cube because I was trying to stay official at the time.
Okay.
Because when they would, because it was like when the official came out, I was like, I don't need the third party one. But that's when I made that mistake because the back cube one, to your point, was absolutely gorgeous.
Very
Yeah, it
cartoon
still is.
accurate. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I tried-
chest on this one's too wide.
I tried hunting down the plus version of them.
Yes.
And he was just getting pricey at the time because I missed out when he first dropped.
Yeah.
And this was back when MPs were what, $70?
Well,
Yes.
the original
50.
one was 50 something bucks.
I was
There you
gonna
go,
say
yeah.
the originals
I
were
paid
around
50
50.
for the Dyson Brothers.
Yeah.
The plus ones you pay a little bit more for, like because they had a plus wheel jack, they had a plus prowl, they had a plus. I believe they had a plus blue streak. I can't remember exactly, but I know prowl, wheel jack, and smoke screen. They had the plus versions of because they were the two.
Yeah. No, there was no plus version of Blue Streak or Prowl. They only did Smokescreen.
There was a plus version of Prowl.
There is a
What?
plus
There
version
was
of
a plus
Smokescreen.
There's a
Yeah,
plus
I have them.
version of all of them.
No.
I got
Yes.
them.
Yeah,
I have
I have the
robot mode on my
Smokescreen.
shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And
My-
the original versions are in car mode in a box waiting to be put on the
I
shelf.
think at this point you guys should just eject me from the show because apparently I don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
No,
and
hey, Rusty, we got you. You just catch up.
Yes.
Hey, Rusty, just
I'm a little
pay
behind.
attention to the private chat. All right.
Okay, got it.
So we'll go. So yeah, I would definitely want a replacement of the MP version of Sideswipe. Yeah. To
What are
your point,
you looking to
Thank you.
get out of the replacement?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit too as we go on.
So,
through these. What are you looking
look
for?
at the chest. Look at the chest width. That's
Yep.
too wide to me. The chest should line up somewhat with the abdomen and the abdomen area. Just to get it a little bit more tune. The legs speak for itself. The legs, not the thighs, but the legs on the thighs and the abdomen, the groin is on point, but everything else is just too wide or too big. I want them to slim down Sideswipe because this is too
Okay.
wide. Yeah,
And I understand where you're coming from. And,
Yeah.
Bad Cube did that. So don't get you that Bad Cube.
No, well,
Yeah.
Backcube actually they pulled off the look of it. I don't know if they widened out the I can't remember if they widened out the abdomen to match with the chest or whatever. But
I can pull it
the,
up. I can pull it up real quick just so you can
proportions
see it.
on the Backcube one was actually stellar compared to this one. Now, the
Hold on
X9
one
is
second.
coming out with
Hold on
theirs.
So-
one second.
so
Before
hold
we
on.
go to DX9, I'm gonna pull it up real
I remember that.
Let's see here, just so we can see what
The
the bag
cartoon.
cube
So
looks like.
while he's doing that, so the issue that's going to happen, right, is that if they
Yes.
want to, is that the bag cube?
That's
Yeah,
the
That's
bag
the
cube.
back cube one.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, see that's probably not wide enough for an actual Lamborghini, right? So if it depends on what people want, right? So if you
Wait a
end up
minute. There you
transforming
go.
Sideswipe,
Mm-hmm.
okay, never mind. I take it all
Yeah.
back. That's amazing.
Yep. It looks just like a Countach.
Why do we need another
Mhm.
one? Although
Exactly.
Scotty pointed out that the plastic's really flimsy, so maybe that, right? Like fans toys
I
quality
also
plastic, probably what
disagree
we're
with
looking
that.
for. Really? Okay.
I disagree. Yep. I love
Cool.
this thing, and I love the it's mold mate red alert.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh, of
Absolutely
course.
loved
Yeah.
it. The
I got-
transformation.
Anyway, I
was
was
the
so I
only
was going to
issue.
say that I was going to say the concern I would have, except that I'm looking at this bad cube now and going, okay, I guess it's not. Is if you slim down the chest,
There
you
you
end
go.
up with another split down the middle of the chest because you're trying to explode out the engine bay and then collapse it down for the chest, right? But bad
So
cube
this
pulled
is
it
what they
off,
did.
so
This piece
with
here,
the hood up and
the
everything,
trunk,
yeah.
so that split, and that's where the
Oh,
slim down came in.
Oh wow, smart. Okay.
Yeah, so you see, Rusty, this is clamped down, which is basically a remold of that side swipe, and here is the bad cube, side by side. It's
It's still a little wide in the chest, though, eh?
the bad
No,
cube.
that's the MP one. That's the MP mold made to sideswipe that
Yeah,
clamp
clamp
down is.
clamp down is the MP, so you can see them
Yeah.
side by side. And I'll
Yeah,
make
yeah,
you
yeah.
larger. Hold on one second. I'll make you larger.
No, but I
here.
mean, but he's holding the side swipe he has is the bad cube one, yes.
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
So I'm saying his chest is a bit wide there too. Not
but
as
it's not-
wide
It's-
as
Yeah,
it's-
just not nearly as wide.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
it's
short
not
now.
as
But you can see the
offensive.
difference between the two.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still
The
love
bad
it.
cube one is much more attractive than this one. So
It's like he's wearing Nikes. I love it.
Yeah. So now let's go ahead and put that up because Scott tried to steal our thunder, you thunder thief, and say the DX9 was making their own as well. So go ahead and get into that one, Derek.
yeah. So this is DX9's version of Sideswipe. Of course, this looks gorgeous, and I'm definitely in on this one when they release it. Yeah, because even if I had the back cube, I would definitely swap. I would definitely swap it out too.
That looks good too. That looks
Back
really
cube. So when back cube, most of back cube figures, they're brittle now. They're brittle now. If you've had them since day one, because I had that Gears before Fans Toys came out with theirs, and when I went to go transform it to go put it back in the I almost split a piece, and I was very close to it, and I was just like, yo, I can't. So when I was trying to sell it, I was
I'm
only
gonna start finding out what y'all humidity level in your house is. Everybody talking about breaking these things. Mine, and I just transformed mine to put in the basement, and it was no problem.
yeah, but because I had the hoist. I ended up giving that to
See,
Oh, I remember the hoist. I remember.
Yeah.
there,
the
look,
hoist.
there's a line right down the
back
middle
cube
of his
hoist.
chest.
Lori, what they call
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
I couldn't wait to get rid of him. I was literally gonna throw him in the trash, and then somebody hit me up. Was like, "Yo, you want it?" I was like, "Nah, you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, send it to me," and I sent it right to it was Darren. It was there. Yeah,
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
yeah,
Oh,
and I
okay.
gave it
Yeah,
to
he
him. I
loves
was
that
like,
thing.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, all the proportions
I'm-
on this one looks great.
I'm in on one of these if they make it, and then I'll probably just get rid of my Takar for vehicle mode. But I do like this. My only thing though, can you go back to the knees? This one is probably the most cartoon accurate one they have. But look at that left knee. There's a rotation joint there.
Oh, so there
A
is.
little ratchet right
right.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I believe that the way it transforms is that's gonna kind of encapsulate around the leg once you turn it. But I'm down. I'll get one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
But he's got same issue. He's got
the thigh's
he's
gonna
got
go
a
into the leg. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but he's got a split down the middle of his chest too.
That's only an
Right.
issue for you.
That might be, these are pre-production, so it may not be the
Yeah.
final result. What it's going to look like?
No,
you know?
fair, right? But I'm just pointing it out again that I don't.
Yeah,
Sorry, like
that's
that's
how
right
they
in
slim
your
him
line
down.
of sight, right? Like it's that's
Listen,
not
that don't bother
cleanly-
me, bro. That don't
Okay.
bother me. Optimus Prime got to split down his chest. No one says nothing.
He's got to
Not
open up for the
nothing.
Matrix. That's acceptable.
Yeah, that you didn't get until season 3 or the movie.
The
You didn't
movie,
even know
yeah.
about a Matrix until
Oh,
then.
so now we need a season 1, a season 2, and a season 3.
Actually, in the
Is that
comic
what we-
book, it mentioned the creation matrix.
All I'm saying is, in the cartoon, you ain't know nothing about a Matrix, and he always had a split
This is
down his
true.
chest.
They even got
All
Rodimus
right, so
off
that's
in
the vehicle
himself.
mode, the DX9 vehicle mode version.
That's cool.
And-
And how the hammer with the
I like
drill.
that.
goes
Yeah,
together,
I
that's
like how
cool,
they
too.
turn the piston into a hammer.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
pretty
down.
cool. Yeah.
No
I'm
fingerprints.
down. I'm down. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I'll get one. Hopefully it's not more than like $110.
Yeah.
Why is everyone hating on me this evening? I'm leaving.
Well, you kind of set yourself up for it. But and also shout out to DX9 and their
Yeah.
collaboration with Magic Square. So I'm sure these will be up for order on Magic Square's website when they're ready.
Yeah. Because DX9 is also doing a mini line as well.
No, I mean that yes they are, but like these here are MP, and you can buy these on their website just like you can do the DX9 Sonicons, the MPs on Magic Square's website.
Yep. All right. So the next one is, and I purposely took this picture. Purposely took the picture this way.
So this
Purpose.
is the reason why you want that.
I
Wait,
want
which
this-
which
this is
figure
the-
is this? I don't
this is-
recognize this figure.
God damn it, Rusty. Oh. Rusty, don't. Okay. Okay.
So you
Now,
want a
we've had enough fun.
replacement-
We've had enough fun, Rusty. Now it's
You
time
want a
for you to know
replacement
shit.
for the
I want a this
for
is
the
the MP.
MP45
This is the
Bumblebee.
MP45 Bumblebee. Yes.
Yeah.
Feet, man. Yo.
I know. Yeah.
Come on, man.
And the
I
and the
should've took a picture
backpack
of the
on this
back
too
of
is terrible, right? Like this is the one with the crazy backpack that's all like
Yeah.
I didn't have a
open.
problem.
No,
with
the
that
backpack was
either, bro.
actually the backpack was fine.
Was it? Okay.
But the only thing that was wrong with this figure was the feet.
The
It
flattened
was
out
the
feet.
only thing. It was like, yo, I need the figure
Yeah,
itself
that
is like I just threw this in here. I was like, man, these feet. Oh my god, they need to take these out.
That's a great point. Ryan
Mhm.
Vagnetek said the Fans Toys Cup was the first with the chest split for the skinnier look, but people got over it, and they did.
Mhm. Yeah, yep.
And
'Cause
he
it
is
was
true.
trans
The
toys.
vegan has a point. Once painted, the splits don't stick out so bad, so it was hardly
Yeah.
noticeable. And yeah, that was a good fit. But this thing with I never saw his feet like that before.
Yeah, he got smashed
the
up
first-
pancake feet, bro.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Step
love
on
this
his
mold. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm one of the few people that it didn't bother as much. It's so close to the cartoon. I really dig it. But I know Fans Toys is gonna come out with something better because look what they did with Cliff Jumper. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you gotta know that this is probably the reason why Takara hasn't come out with their Cliff Jumper yet, because they gotta correct what's going on with these feet. And they gotta
well,
figure that
to
out.
be fair, Takara's, if that is Takara's, they figured it out on Cliff Jumper. So they show images of it if it really is Takara's.
Right,
and
but
their
we didn't see the
look
feet.
way different. No, we
I
did.
didn't see the feet. Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep, it's out there. It's out there.
Yeah,
It's
look
it's,
for it.
it's obscure. It's like only a couple of handful of images, but I think once you see it, you'll probably change your tune there a little bit.
Ah, you already
That
know.
would be my numero uno.
Yes.
There's one coming, right? We got one
Yeah,
coming
that
that we all
was
agree
that's
on.
probably
we're all
the
in on, right?
worst. That is the
I
worst
couldn't find a
Takara
pic for it
MP.
though.
We can
Oh my god, Optimus Prime! I look horrendous. Look at these knees.
that is how you sound, too. Oh man, Star Toy,
Yeah.
right?
I got them in pose, because I like to pose my figure. So and this is and I like the gimmicks that it came with, because it also came with
Yeah.
Raul from that episode. But it's like when it first came out, the exciting portion of this was being able to still put it in the plane mode, because the original G1 toy, you had to put the arms out and you had to do this certain funky thing for it to get the wings out. You don't have to do it as hard on this one, but at the same time, man, yo, this is it's time.
I like to joke
for-
around saying that this started the fad with every third-party company to involve that one part from that one like accessory or individual from the one episode. Because you only saw Raul once, you never saw that motherfucker again.
Oh, he was in 2 episodes.
There it is.
2 episodes.
Was he 2 episodes?
Yeah,
It was
in 2,
Star
but
Toys.
still.
I was trying to figure out who made it.
Yeah, it was
Star
Star Toys.
Toys. That's what it was. Yeah.
That
And
was
if I'm
really
being
neat.
honest, while this looks good and decent, it's still not right.
What's
What do you
wrong with it?
Well, I think I can get to it here. So
You
you
zoom
see
in?
all this stuff there?
Mhm.
Let me see if I can zoom in. That stuff, all that stuff is all jacked up and all crunched up and stuff. I don't like that. This looks weird.
It's on the back.
I get it, but I see the doors, which is one of the problems that people had with the other one. It's
Then
like
you have that
see all
space between the doors and that, what is that, the hood?
Yeah,
That little
it might be
peeky-poo-
the
peekahoo.
but
like-
look, there's no split in the chest.
Yeah, you a petty Canadian, bro. Holy crap. This
I like
can
what I
knock on
like.
some new shit tonight.
I like what I
Yeah.
read.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna check one out because I need a second tracks, but I think Fans Toys or even Keith can probably do better.
Yeah.
That's just an opinion of mine.
I need Keith. I need Star Toys to include a Raul with this one too, because I don't want to split. I don't want to split with this Raul unless I know I'm getting one with Star Toys one too. So
Yeah,
it's like I don't
give
want to
us
split
one-
with my human figures.
I'll
Give us
be
one
real.
that's like Spike from MP series, like it has movable bits,
Like from
and stuff.
MP44.
Or like Chip
Yeah.
that came with Sun Surge from Bad.
Oh
from Vacuum.
yeah. That one actually was articulated, which I was
Yeah, sure
surprised.
will, which I find ironic. But
Right.
Oh, he needs a wheelchair. Sit your tail down, Chase.
you can't walk, you gonna fall down the stairs again, Chase. No, I can do this, guys. I can do it. Don't stop.
Oh
me.
Shout out-
I'm falling down the
Shout out to
stairs.
Chip Chase, y'all.
Yeah, man.
The-
So this
the-
is
the-
definitely one we gotta get a replacement for. I'm with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
All
that
right.
Kingdom figure was bad. Ooh, good lord.
Okay.
I don't know if we
Now-
need a replacement for
Now,
this
I was
one.
gonna
This one-
ask. I was gonna ask because everybody's been on this Cosmos kick for a minute, especially with the Hasbro one that came out, and
Well,
when they
spit out.
released theirs, I know they're
Velocitron, yep.
reissuing the one.
Mhm.
I know they're reissuing it, but it's like, yo, man, when it comes to putting it on display, this is it right here. Now,
the
I don't
Klaatu is
know.
better.
Yeah, Klaatu is. I love Klaatu, but it's not going to stop Fans Toys from possibly doing one on their own. And if they do
Possibly.
do it, they're going to do it absolutely stellar. It's gonna have some heft to it too, because
But that's the thing, because even this has heft to it, but we don't. So, like this one to me would fall in the category of we have a good representation. Even the toy world, because I have that one as well. We have a good representation. Do we really need a replacement? I don't think so.
I would like to see an IDW take on him
Okay.
because
Okay.
he wasn't. I never was a big fan of Cosmos, but I liked his design in the IDW comics. He was a little
yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
Like here, he looks jolly.
a lot wider. Yeah.
Hey, Derek,
You know?
I mean, you got it back there. Why don't you pick it up? Because I think you'll be surprised at how heavy it is.
No. I know how heavy it is. I got it. But,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
This is mine.
you
This
said
is the
Fans
one
Toys is
I
gonna
think
have the. But you
Yeah,
mentioned
but
Fans Toys having heft. and I'm
material
like,
wise,
this is
material wise,
heavy
it's
enough.
gonna. Yeah, but material wise, it's gonna be shaped out a little better.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The proportions are gonna be more streamlined and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I don't.
Um,
I mean,
And
I'm
besides-
with you. I think I see what you're saying, but I don't know how much different you can make Cosmos because Cosmos, is
right,
Cosmos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, and Derek don't want to pick him up either because the last time he did, a bag of chips in his house disappeared and the crumbs led right to the display case.
Right over there with
He's a
Cosmos.
he's a chunky boy.
Look at him. Look, he got him displayed with a can of Mountain Dew in his hand. Cold red.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
This
Alright.
is.
No, you good.
So-
you good, bro.
It's
you
technically
good.
friendly fire. I'm fat too. Okay, so I could make those jokes.
What else we got?
All right, so this next one, this
Ooh.
is one that we absolutely need. I
Yeah.
just put a picture up of him. You know, I just wanted to talk about him.
Yeah, okay.
Alpha Tryon. I know we had a third party figure out for him, and I believe it was.
Was it Impossible Toys?
Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to
think
remember
so.
who did it. Impossible Toys. Yes, it was Impossible Toys that did one.
He was
If you look on
non-transforming, right?
eBay for that mug right now, yeah, it wasn't.
It's like
it didn't
$200-300
transform, but if you look on, yeah, it's an expensive boy on eBay. I almost went in on it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait this one out because somebody's gonna make one. And as a matter of fact, when they made Autobot X, the Autobot X, that one told me that was like, okay, if they did Autobot X, they're gonna do an Alpha Tryon, most definitely. So I hope they do. Now they haven't done it yet, but you know,
Didn't
all
Hasbro make
can
one?
hope. Hasbro
Or
made
like
one too, and it transformed.
It was on a.
but,
It was on a.
it was Chuck scale. So
Yeah, it was a sweep also, right? Like they repainted
Yeah,
a sweep.
they
was
made it after a
basically the
sweep.
Forge
They
mode.
made it after Vector Prime. They made it after it's shared. It was repainted from different molds, and they called it Alpha Tryon. So you know, there's a history.
Yeah, it just
there's a
depends on the
history of that.
line. It was the Titans Return that had one, and then there was another one that had one, and so on and so forth. And I think did
Yeah.
Legacy just do one out of the Scourge? I think that was
Transformers
Legacy.
1 did one.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Transformers 1 did one off, and that mold was from Transformers Prime. Can't remember the figure name, but they did an Alpha Tryon. They did the colors for Alpha Tryon on the Transformers 1. I can't remember the name of it.
Vertebrae.
Was it Leash Maximo?
No, Vertebrae. It was one of the little dragons, I think.
Yeah. Not
I
the
wanna say
dragon.
Vertebrae.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Beast Hunters line, yeah.
it was there. It was in the Beast Hunter side. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm old.
Yep.
So I got a question for you then. Keeping in line
Alright,
with
the best for
most of
podcast
the
opinion.
third-party companies, most of the third-party companies sticking with the G1 stuff, what would Alpha Tryon's alt mode be?
You don't need one. He can be
So
an action.
non-transforming Alpha Tryon made by
I would like a 3-0 version of him. You know, just a
Yes.
little upscaled.
So I'm thinking
Something in the
from
lines of that.
from an MP scale, who would make it non-transforming? Do you think like
There's a
Fans
couple
would
companies that can do it.
Yeah.
No, so what if Flames Toys did it? Oh, you said 3P because they're technically licensed, so they're not third party.
This is true.
DX9,
probably be huge.
Unique Toys. Unique Toys has they had an action figure that didn't transform, I believe, back in the day, so they could do
So you
something
guys
like
would be
that.
okay with a non-transforming Alpha Tryon?
Yeah, he doesn't transform in any
I
of the
agreed.
the
I'm with you. I'm just
G1
playing devil's
toon
advocate
stuff.
here, right? Like I'd be like, give me an Alpha
Yeah.
Tryon that doesn't transform. I'm good. He didn't transform. You know what
episode
I mean?
of
Give him a
G1 where Alpha
eight.
Tryon transforms into an
shit.
outhouse.
Yo, okay, so
Down with
Ryan, I'm sorry, I call him right. Yeah, Ryan Vinchtech. I actually looked that up. That Alpha Tryon does look good.
the Hearthstone.
Yeah, that one's like
Hearthstone.
pricey too, though, ain't it?
You got a picture of it?
I'm
Wanna pull it up
pulling
real quick?
now. I'm pulling it up now. I'm trying to get a good picture of it.
That's the one with like the metallic type paint.
Yeah. Here we go.
I remember this one. I think did it come in a suitcase or was that the Like Toys one?
Not sure, but what's showing off?
Scotty is
What's
giving
going
you
on?
Scotty's
tonight,
just
bro.
busting my balls tonight. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll remember, Scotty. Don't you worry.
Yep, came with accessories, another alternate head sculpt.
There it is. Yeah.
All right, let's zoom in a little bit on it.
Let's see if I can. It's
That looks really.
Yeah, that's cool. That paint
yeah, I
pops.
can't zoom in on it. That's
No
you know,
worries.
that's the web version. But
Yeah,
yeah,
to
it
give you
looks
the young
exactly like him. Yo.
I think this is the one that came in like a suitcase or something like that, like a briefcase.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
And
I think that is
this
the one that came
MP
in,
scale? Like, what scale is this thing? Do we know?
This was, I
I'm not sure.
believe, I
It was
wanted to
Tug
say,
scale.
yeah, Chug.
It is chug. Okay.
It was hefty too.
Yeah, it has some die cast in there.
It was
Okay.
a hefty boy. I saw that TFCon 2014 in Charlotte.
Oh, it comes with different
A different
faces.
head
So you
sculpt.
can
Oh,
get young
yeah,
it comes
version
with
of
his
music.
his young face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Young Alpha.
When he was called A3.
For that
A3.
that episode when the aerial bots went back in time.
No. That was a different
No,
episode.
that was
season
a different
3.
episode, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, it was in season 3.
Yeah, but that was in season 3. They all were in season
What's with
3.
the why the lightsabers? Why?
It's what nerds do. All right, it's what they do. It's just,
It is what they do.
All
All right, what else we got, D?
Back to the program. Let me go back and that and pull it back up. Now we're gonna go to
thank you,
come on,
thank you.
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Eric.
I
Let's
hope
talk
you
about
watching,
it.
Brian. Watch Brian Brink. Look at this.
Everybody be quiet. Let Eric talk.
So this one is number 2 on my list of figures we definitely need to have done and done properly. We need a Rodimus Prime. We got several hot rods now at this point. Well, at least 3 in the MP world. We even have this that can go between hot rod and Rodimus, which I loved and still do. However, we know all the issues plagued by this figure. When it dropped, it is time to have a proper Rodimus Prime. And with that, folks, I say this would be my number 1 pick now, not my number 2.
Sames.
All right.
Yeah, definitely
have
needs an
the-
update.
Yeah. Did you have the DX9 version as well?
I didn't, because I don't like the fact that the backpack becomes the trailer and it all is encompassing. I don't like that. Like, he had a trailer for a reason as Rodimus Prime, give him his trailer. But I do think it's a cool idea. You know what I mean? It's just too stylized for me.
Yeah. So you would never own it or anything like that.
Would I ever own it? Sure. You know what I mean? But was I ever seeking it? Nah. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's cool to have one in the collection just because I'm a hot Rodimus fan, but spending my money on it, it's like I would prefer something that had a Winnebago. But I always thought it was cool. I think it's one of the better gimmicks for any Transformer in the game.
Yeah.
Similar
DX9.
to what Fans Toys did, right? With
Hoodlums.
Motor Master.
Monomaster, yeah.
Oh yeah. Now they also did a DX9 also did with Carrie, their Rodimus. They did a Shatterglass version of it.
They
too,
did.
purple version.
And a metallic
His name
version.
was Terror.
Yeah.
Yes.
Terror. Yeah.
It was cool though. I dug it.
Yeah, somebody.
I got him.
Grant hooked me up and told me he got his from AliExpress. He got it off AliExpress, and he actually took the plunge and actually got it. I was like, yeah, that don't exist. It don't exist. And then when it came in, I was like, yo, I need to get one now.
It does exist.
But
It's
I never.
like Santa Claus with the M&Ms.
Yeah, exactly. All right, moving to the next one.
Yes. The Alicon.
Shots
yeah.
on guard. Now this is the
Yeah.
Impossible Toys version. Now, as you know, X-Transbots gave you Dr. Egg, the Quintessons, and they gave you also the Quintesson Judge. They gave you the Quintesson Judges, and they also gave you the Quintesson Bailiffs.
Right.
Yeah. Now these are the Alligator Cons. These are the Alicons.
Alicons. Yeah.
Alicons. Yes.
And
So,
they
yes, we
teased
definitely
those.
need these.
They did tease them.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? I doubt we'll get them. Keith is a tease, man. It's always just a tip with him.
Right. Good.
Who knows? But I'm with you, bro. We need it. We do need this. We need that.
I missed You know what? I missed the comments from Brink. On the ride.
I intentionally did not bring them up. I saw it. He can kick rocks.
Now, as the moderator of the show, you have to be fair and equal to
Not to
everyone.
him.
Yes,
It's
you
Brian Brink.
absolutely do.
It's Brian Brink. He got
Shut up,
If he
Brink.
really wants them seen, he can come up here.
I really
Never.
wish I had keys.
Brink,
I really wish I had keys. I
I,
want to highlight every one of these comments that he put up.
Brink,
Yeah,
I appreciate
I'm
you,
just
brother.
Brink,
gonna
you my
highlight this
hero,
one.
dog. Yeah.
There you go. Man, who wrote that? That's weird. That's weird. I must have been hacked.
Oh man. No, Brink.
Okay, I
Brink
think I
knows
got
it's
one
all
more. I
up.
got one more, I believe. Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Chris gonna hate me for this one, but no, we need a new wheelie. We need a new wheelie like
For
yesterday. Pronto.
For sure.
Yo, they have their KFC is on their seventh version of this joint. I was on Show Z and saw that they actually had another version for sale. And it is, hold on, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna look at it again.
It should be number 5 at this point. Something like that. Because we caused them to make the
MM
this one.
MM4 plus Ollie Wheelie version 2. Get the fuck out of here. It ain't no 2.0.
Yeah, 2.0
You know,
is way
if you
back in
selling
the
it
day.
again and it's at $80, yeah, this is bigger than 2.0. So
Yeah, 2.0 was the one that fixed the wheel fall off issue.
and came
It
with
was
the
no
metal.
longer screws. Yeah, and
it
came with the metal sides.
Yeah, the die-cast parts to it. So,
I
So
swear.
which one is this that you're showing here?
I didn't. I got the die-cast parts, but I didn't put it on this one. So
So
this
I
is-
have the 2.0 that comes with mine's already installed with the die-cast eyes and the metal feet. The 1.0 practically fell apart in my hand when I was transforming it.
You got to give a
Yes,
shout out
sir.
to the realm because you guys single-handedly saved this figure.
Yeah.
The only reason why this thing's still around is because of the realm.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yep. Shout out to
whenever I see
Ollie,
Wheelie,
shout
I
out
think of
to
that
Nelson.
god awful G1
But
toy
what's-
where his face was in
So-
his stomach.
Oh yeah, that was nuts.
What's wrong with this one? What don't you guys like about this one though?
It's
Oh,
still a
it's-
piece of crap.
Yeah, it's still,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's got so many QC issues. It's nuts.
Even
So-
with their upgrades in hardware, it's still an old design, and it's
Yeah.
time for something new.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
just, yeah, it needs some help, brother. It needs some help.
All right, now I got one more. Now, Chat Squad, get ready for this one because I know y'all been waiting for this one for a minute. I don't know when we're gonna get it, but I'm gonna show you anyway because we need to talk about it.
Oh, okay, that's a big one.
Let's
That's
talk
a big
about it.
ass. All right, I can tell you right now, you're not getting it because it's never seeing the light of day. And if it does, it's gonna be like kind of like their magnum opus. Like I thought Optimus Prime and Megatron and Starscream were gonna be like their calling their curtain calls, but this might be the one.
Nah, this is
There's
the one
no.
that's
It's just
right.
the price point on it is just going to be. It's going to be too much,
Astronomical.
right?
Yeah.
Like
If they do it in three
I
sections,
think
though, they can work it out.
agreed. I agreed, but I still think so. Then is it going to become another combiner issue? And like, oh, here's box number 1. We'll get you box 2 and 3 sometime later, and you know what I mean? Like, if they're
let's
gonna
be fair, because they're Superion, not Superion. Their Omega Supreme when they did it was only about 6 months to a year behind each other. I think it was an 8-month or a year lull, not even 6. I think it was 8 months to a year. And one of them got caught by Chinese New Year, and then they came out with a box set. So I do think if they're gonna do it, because they got to make sure all the pieces work, they'll be right behind each other.
I would love to see it. Like honestly,
Me too.
right?
I
think it would be absolutely astonishing,
And
right?
that's the
to
scale.
see this thing in person. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Jesus
seems
Christ.
I don't know, unfathomable.
Unreal.
You
is
know,
the
like
word.
where would you
would-
put it?
Yeah, that's
Well,
hood.
people
buy
have
it.
room, man. I mean, everyone's seen the YouTube videos of like extensive like collection displays, but at the end of the day, it'd have to be a like pre-made, like a made to order kind of deal. Because the size of this motherfucker, like,
How
there's
would
no
you
way.
even transform it, right? Like we now that we've gotten the bulk and the weight of Superior on from
with
Fans
a
Toys,
with a
right?
metric socket set? That's how you do it.
That's right. Like how heavy could you even pick this thing up to transform it to put it together?
I got the Super 7 Thunder Tank on my dining room, on my coffee table in here right now.
He
Yeah.
does.
I will
can vouch
I will
for it.
proudly replace that with this Fortress Maximum. That's the only place I can see putting that. That's the only place I can see this going on
Yeah.
that coffee table, because this mug is going to be
It's gonna be
huge.
That
huge.
is the ultimate like conversation starter right there. You walk
Yep.
into
Oh,
a
yeah.
house and you got
Yeah.
what looks like a 3 foot, 4 foot tall robot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small child.
Standing in the corner. It is.
Mhm.
It's a toddler, right? That's what
Yeah,
we joked
it's a
about when it was
toddler.
first
I'm
revealed.
gonna
Like,
get it a
we're like,
social security number and get child support for this joint.
Claim
but
it on your
but
taxes.
that's what we joked
Come
about,
on,
right?
my
It's like
taxes,
who wants
for real.
who wants
I'm
a
getting child tax
transforming
credit every year for the rest of my life for this mug right here.
who wants to buy a transforming toddler and keep it in their house, right? That's the thing we joked about when this thing first came out, right? So
But when
yeah.
I saw this picture, man, right here, it blew my freaking mind. I was like, yo, y'all messing with me.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah,
no way in
'cause
the
isn't
world.
it
y'all-
like it was like you may have the next picture. It was what 9 or 10 FT-17s that makes up the scale.
Oh, no. I
Oh,
didn't have that
really?
picture. Hold on, that picture is in circulation. Hold on. Okay,
That's
yeah.
funny.
I'm gonna add this to it. Sorry.
No, you good. You good. While you're
All right,
doing that,
I just added it.
all right, cool. Let's see where it goes.
Well, I added this one.
Whew. 50 inches.
Mhm.
That's
Jesus
what she said.
Christ.
That's
So
two tight
just
return Fort
over
Maxes.
4 feet.
Yeah.
That is the size of a small child.
That is a 5-year-old.
That's a
And
teenager.
where does this end? Like, is this does Fans Toys then tease us a Unicron in the same scale and blow HasLab Unicron right out of the water, and you end up with a 6 foot tall Unicron?
I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, like a few years ago, like third-party companies were in on the April Fools deals, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they had one that they called Bank Breaker or something like that, and it was a Unicron that was like 7 feet tall. Like they showed the entranceway to a door. No, it was like Coin Breaker, something like that, and it was their Unicron. It was like I think it was I want to say MMC was playing that joke. Like everyone knew it was bullshit, but there's always that one guy in the comments like, "No, guys, they're really gonna do it." Right, but it's like still like I wouldn't be surprised if that's what ends up happening, because especially when it comes to scale,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Great. That's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. That's it.
All right, Rusty.
That
let's
is the
queue up
list.
what you got, buddy. Let's queue up what you got.
Let me find my mouse. So this is stuff that I don't think we have any versions of, right? And I'm just using the cartoon renditions for this slideshow. So Eric, you can bring it up there. I got it up.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So this is stuff that we wish we had proper NP representation. All right, I'm
So,
along with the
I'm
ride.
gonna-
Let's get it.
That's
I'm
not
gonna-
stylized.
That's not style. So I'm going to start off with the big one, right? I think a lot of us would like to see an MP scale Predaking by somebody that's not Kang Toys, that's not stylized the way they did it. We want a cartoon accurate G1 representation of Predaking. Somebody, please, could you just step up and do this? This one I think is number one on my list. If I wanted something that's missing, that's never been done, MP scale, cartoon accurate, this is number one for me.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm with you. If I had like MP combiner, this is the one. Although I do feel like we need more Autobot combiners.
Hmm.
I'm down 100% with this.
I'm still keeping my gold King toys though.
It's a beast though.
Oh, that
listen,
yeah.
I had the opportunity to put that together at Derek's house
Mm-hmm.
and get it standing, and that thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, man.
I mean, listen, you come away with a couple war wounds, but that thing
Yep.
is dope.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said, I literally said, because I had put all my stuff away because I was getting the walls painted. I literally said, hold on, Eric's gonna be coming down here, so I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna let him put that up. I'm not touching that thing no more. Yeah, when I first put it up, I was looking at my fingers afterwards. I was like, I caught it. I think I hit Paul up because that's where I got it from. I was like, yo, how did you do it? It's nah, I'm not touching that thing no more. Eric coming down, but let him do it.
Yeah, we figured it out. Didn't take long either.
Yeah,
that Kang's toys is fantastic looking, right? I've never physically had it in a hand, right? But I mean, just the pictures alone and the review videos and stuff. I mean, that thing looks amazing. But I want my cartoon accurate MP scale, right? Predator King, G1, exactly.
I will always say this with the utmost sincerity, but I will always love this color scheme for Predator King.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just works for me. It always has. God, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry.
And I'm glad you chimed in real quick. Just to, let's take a quick break. Oscar has to head out. He got to get to work early in the morning, man. So I'll let him go ahead and say his shout outs, his where you at, and then we'll continue on with the fun, guys.
So I want to thank you guys for having me on here tonight. I also want to thank everyone in the comments, especially Brian Brink. I love having back and forth with you, dude. Freaking Optimus Prime fanboy. You can always check me out on All Hail Unicron and keep an eye. Hit me up on Facebook if y'all want. Keep an eye on it because soon I'm going to be debuting my comic book I've been working on for the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So until then, I want to thank you all for having me on and have a blessed day. And we'll see y'all next time.
All right,
sir.
Take care,
See you.
buddy.
Peace out. All right, back to the.
All right, back to the stuff. Here's the number 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
This
a proper MP Abominus.
Speaking of colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one's a very close number 2 for me to Predator King, right? And I'm just gonna go back to Predator King just because for me the Predator King always this lion head with the wings is the thing that always made Predator King so impressive to me. Not just the color scheme, but just those elements as well. But Abominus and his color schemes as well. And I will tell you, I remember as a kid, this was actually the first combiner set that I actually bought or somebody bought for me, I think anyway. So this one always sticks out for me because it was the only combiner set that I ever had. But I remember the monster alt modes and the colors of each figure were all so cool and different. And the name was perfect, right? Because he was an abomination of these monster characters, right? Smashed together. Again, please, somebody give me an Abominus as soon as possible. Take my money and go. I will buy this thing.
And the Unique Toys one was really good. It was really good. It was just too small. And yes, Jedi TFC finally is a release in Blot, I believe, which is the one they were missing. Sound like somebody over there playing Call of Duty?
I was going to say she's yelling at somebody. I just need to slide over here.
No,
close this door. There we go. That's fine. She's having a good time, boys and girls.
Yep. See, I can hear her getting it in.
We'll be right there. Anyway, so who we got up next? No, that's the wrong direction. Which we already talked about, Alpha Trion, right? So I had snagged this, but I mean, that. So shout out to Ryan there. That his suggestion on that that Alpha Trion, it does look really good. If you guys are good with non-transforming, sorry, we said that one's chug scale, right? So we don't really have an MP scale,
correct?
Right,
Alpha Trion. Okay, so I mean, I know a lot of us have talked about, please give us an Alpha Trion. That is the father figure of all Transformers from our childhood. So doesn't have to transform. Absolutely agree 100% because he didn't transform in the cartoon. If it did transform, I don't think we'd complain about that either. This is definitely one I think we need in our collection for sure.
Indeed.
I'd complain. I just wouldn't buy it. It transforms. I don't need it. No, I'm
but if it was the only one and it filled out your collection, you wouldn't buy it?
you for sure. We
Right.
would.
Of
That's
course.
what people do.
Of course
I'm
we
just
would.
giving you a hard time.
As always.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that was the three that I had pulled out quick out of the stuff that we had talked about. We could talk about the Technobots, but we know the Technobots are coming, right? From
True.
Yeah.
Right. So
True.
Bingo
toys.
and because we're getting both a Legend scale and an MP scale version for Computron.
We're also getting Broadside, but there's
Right.
one that nobody mentioned. There's two actually. So I'll start with one. Sandstorm. We need a better Sandstorm.
Oh, sorry. I
okay.
did think about Sandstorm. Completely forgot about it. Yes, I agree 100%.
So we need a better Sandstorm. Unique Toys did an okay job, but the alt mode is something to be desired, right? Like it's not a boom buggy.
You know what's funny about that one? As I remember when you bought that, I was like, you really want that? He was like,
it was
it's the
$60,
only one that's
bro.
out.
It was. It was the only one that's out. It was $60. I'm like, I get
okay. All right.
Yeah. And I'm glad I did because there's people who literally still have this hole in their collection, and I don't.
Hey, look, when you bought it, look, I was with you when you bought it. When you bought it, I looked off to this. I was like, he's new.
Oh man,
I was clowning like a bug. I was just like, all right, I'm gonna give him that.
But guess what? Here's the other one.
Okay.
That no one is really mentioning. So god dang it, I lost it that quick. It is from season yada yada. Where is it at? Season 2. Season 2. It's an Autobot. God dang it. Okay, I lost it. I'll think of it and come back. But it's something. Season 3. Skylinks. We need a proper MP Skylinks.
What's wrong with MMC?
MMC is not MP. It's not MP. It is not MP scale. It's close enough, but it's not.
It's very close. It's very close.
Oh, it could be bigger. I'll fight you on this one.
That's fine. What is it? Okay.
Now, hold on.
Okay.
It could be bigger. Yeah, it could be bigger. So,
and what does it say on that box? Who made it? MMC reformatted. It is a
reformatted, reformatted line,
figure. It looks good.
I stand down. I said you're right. I forgot. I forgot it's a reformatted. You're right. You're right.
And it looks the part. Don't get me wrong. But
it definitely looks MP right there. But because I got it in there with the Junkions right there.
Yeah, one of those that merges well. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, there's some things that we wanted to see replacements on, and I feel like that's one of them for me.
I mean, Skylinks wouldn't be a bad one. And it's funny you mentioned that because. We'll do a mini does it still hold up session right now, right? But the neck on that thing never held up, right? Like shortly after I transformed mine, right? You had to do the whole white goop stuff or whatever right in around the neck joints, right, to get it to stiffen up.
The tiki oil still holds up. Oh, mine still holds up. I didn't have to do anything to it.
I transformed that thing twice and the neck went
But Derek, you got the second version, right? Yours is a little lighter.
That's the very first one.
That's the first
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
good
the
on
first
you.
one. The other one was the more tune accurate colors.
Yes.
On the second one, I wanted that one, but I was like, I get it if I absolutely need it. But this one's been holding up for a while now. I've had no neck issues. That's been in the same spot since I put it there. So, and it's been in 2 different displays.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because me and my buddy that lives here in Ottawa with, we both complained about, because we got ours about the same time, and we both complained about that. We were like, he messaged me one day. He was like, "Are you having problems with the neck on yours?" I was like, "Yeah, I was literally just about to message you that mine just keeps falling down." And he's like, "Yeah, mine too." So
it was a common complaint, but I was just fortunate enough not to have that. So
good for you, man.
Yeah,
it was annoying. It was annoying, like. The tiki stuff, like doing that to every one of those and working it in. Oh my god, that took me days.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a thing, man.
Mm.
It is a thing.
By the way, shout out to Ryan Vegan Tech there. We did actually talk about the Seacons, Ryan. Just didn't really come into the list, but the Seacons is another one that nobody's made it yet.
We did talk
Why,
about that.
yeah. So, yeah, absolutely. Seacons is another combiner set we'd like to see. Funny that we're talking about a lot of the Decepticon combiners, right, that are missing, and none of the Autobot ones. But yeah,
Because none are missing except for and Computron is getting taken care of now. So
yeah.
So yeah, everyone else, every other one is done, and we're getting two different defensors. We're getting the X Transbots and the MMC defensor, which I feel like it still should be bigger. I mean, I think Fansoy should actually take that one. They all. Well, the one thing that they could, troll Keith on, they can do that. We don't need another sovereign, and that's a whole. I know that's a whole nother conversation. But,
that was a whole previous episode.
Yeah, I know we don't need to talk about that further, but
Anyway.
But
all right. Well, we are technically right in the sweet spot. I think we can probably go over this one last thing and get out of there. Or unless y'all want to punt it to the next show, it's up to y'all.
Oh no, we getting this out right now because
okay,
you got it.
Yeah, Rusty already has something going. So we'll start with him, and then we'll use yours as well. But let's start with what Rusty already had.
So yeah.
Oh, that's right. No. Is this?
Yeah, no, we're not doing your thing. We're doing this thing.
No, right. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Worst episode ever. Anyway, so if some of you don't recognize what this is, well, this is we're back into Jinrai, Optimus Prime here, and of course where's my arrow? There it is. And of course the Super Jinrai character of Optimus Prime. And lo and behold, did I lose it? No, wait, here hold on. Technical there. Lo and behold, Keith has decided under the KFC brand, for those of you, and Eric, sorry, yes, you did talk about this last night, and I completely forgot that you had mentioned it. Here's KFC deciding to throw their hat into the ring, while Takara Tomy has already announced that they're going to do Jinrai Super Jinrai, right, in 2 boxes. And here's Keith going, hold my beer. And Keith has decided
let's be clear. Let's be clear. Keith showed his first almost 2 years ago.
Oh, did he really?
He did. He showed a prototype of it. Well, not a prototype, but a render of all the molds. And he didn't show the God Bomber, but he showed this in the trailer. And then fast forward to last year, he releases the trailer with that little paper cardboard box.
Yes.
And then fast forward to now,
he's actually released it. Right. Okay. Yes, I do remember. Yes. Now that you've said all that, I do remember seeing this previously. Okay. Right. So here it is. Keith is releasing it. So we've now seen this from a number of the, our vendors and stuff that it's coming. Put your pre-order in, et cetera, et cetera. So we actually have, actual pictures of the figure in both modes, right? So comes with the Power Master. So this is the Jinrai version. Looks really good.
It looks great.
I can't front. Like lots of good paint applications here. Like it just pops. The head sculpt looks really good. This is the only thing that's bothering me about all of this. Jedi wants a better Star Saber. Interesting. This is the thing I don't like about this is I get the whole idea, right, of having the robot mode chest look one way, the alt mode front of the cab look another way, but don't leave it hanging out there.
But
even though it's on the back of the figure,
it's always been that way since
it's always been that way.
Yeah. Really? Like in the cartoon?
I can go get the original G1. I got the original G1 Power Master Optimus Prime. And it looks the exact same way.
Always been that way. I can't talk about the cartoon, but I know the toy has always looked this way.
Yeah, the toy is always
way you can make it happen.
Even the fans hobby ones, exact same thing.
Really?
Exact same thing.
So because I never had the toy version of this, like when I was a kid. So okay, all right, then I take it back.
Prime I owned when I was younger.
Yep.
Okay. Because it was cheap.
Yeah. Anyway, like I said, like this thing looks fantastic.
It
Regardless,
does.
I really
Mhm.
like this honeycomb thing going on in the chest there
Mhm.
too. Like that's a cool effect. Really good colors, and it looks very close to the cartoon, right? Just from the pictures I showed earlier, right? His tires are on his hips, down here at his ankles. You know, like
Mm.
this is looking like a solid version again, as we talked about, right? If it wasn't for the QC issues with KFC X Transbots, right,
Yeah.
this thing would probably knock it out of the park. But I think we're gonna have to wait and see. Like this is cool, right? Matrix
Yeah.
in the chest, right? We're gonna have to wait and see what the quality control looks like. There's this Power Master buddy there.
Mhm.
Well,
Um,
so that matrix in the chest, correct me if I'm wrong, is not accurate to that figure.
No.
yeah, I don't
Because he
remember
was
them talking
controlled
about.
he was
Yeah,
controlled by the Power Master. Like that
Yeah,
was
he was controlled.
all
He
everything
still
was
held the
done.
Matrix, but
I don't know if he did.
no, he's still Optimus no matter what. But because there was no other primes during that series anyway. Other
Right.
than
That's why he's
he
not called
still has
Optimus. He's called Genrai. He's technically not Optimus Prime. So
okay,
I think in the
but
cartoons, I mean in the
you're
comic,
talking about
I think
yeah,
you're right.
because in the Japanese series, yeah, that's true. But even in the comics, he still had the Matrix at
No,
least.
in the comics for sure. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not disputing
I'm
that.
talking
That's what
about
I'm
Power
trying to
Master
understand.
Optimus. Even when he
Right.
was
In the
Power Master
comics, he
Optimus.
had it because he was actually Optimus in the comics, but in the
Yes.
Japanese cartoon, he's
Mhm.
Genrai. I don't think that's accurate to him because this is
Well,
supposed to be Genrai. And just
well,
looking
yes.
at the Japanese head and all that, that's very Japanese esque.
So just to be clear, um, they're using they're using that name because it's the whole third party thing. So they can straight call him Optimus, but they're not going to. So they're using the Genrai name just because they can. So it's not a matter of
Genrai, they not calling it Genrai, right? Like even Keith's not calling his
I'm not
Genrai.
calling
I guess what
Yeah, he
no,
is.
or not.
yeah,
Is
I
he?
think he
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
He called it
yes.
Genrai?
Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
and
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
because Genrai means something else. Okay,
Yep.
got
Right.
it,
Right.
got it.
So
Okay,
Anyway, yeah, so it comes with the Power Master figure. Again, we'll have to wait and see if it has that same Power Master gimmick, right, from the original toy. I do remember that. Wicked posability.
hmm
You know, alt mode looks really good. And it looks like these are rubber tires too, eh? Like it doesn't look like these are plastic, so that's a nice touch. They're really clean back on the back of the truck and the legs. Again, the only and we'll get the side of this looks good. Not sure I like this, right? You can
that's the
obviously see
arms
the arms here, right? But I mean the cab cleans up really nice. Peg hole here, obviously for the trailer, which we'll get to in the things. This is
and that.
cool, right? We got a wide open cab here with some details in there. There is a picture, right? This guy actually fits inside the cab. There's a picture later on.
yeah.
And then we got the combined mode, right? Like the Super Jinrai mode
Mhm.
with like
I'm
the
gonna
Power
go out
Master
on
piece
a
on the
limb
chest.
and say that this Prime might be their best figure that Keith has made. Yeah, it
That's,
may end up being that for them.
I mean, if it's, yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're going to release a Prime, you want to put as much effort into it as possible, right? And I think he's done
Mhm.
this. Just from the pictures alone, the colors, the paint, the detail.
Yeah.
That I mean, this head sculpt is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it just looks so good, right?
I don't know why I'm so biased because I just went out on this one and I went out on the Takara one. I actually, canceled the pre-order for the Takara one too. I was just like, yo, I'm so out because I guess, because I did such a deep dive into the fans hobby one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm one of the biggest Power Master Optimus Prime fans y'all will see out there. I mean, I
Mhm.
got all the fans hobby ones going in on this one, and then I think the whole approach that KFC did with this Power Master Optimus Prime was the biggest turnoff to me because first of all, you should have came out with the cab first. You should have released that first and then the
Mm,
trailer if you're gonna do it. If you're gonna really do it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
So I mean, shout out to them for doing this. I think it looks good, but I'm just so turned off with the whole presentation of this whole thing. That's why I can't. If I was to get it in hand, I can't enjoy it because of the whole way it was presented. I would have to have both of them at the same time at this point to really just enjoy it.
It looks super duper tune accurate. By the way, your nephew is in the chat. He said, "What's up, Uncle D?"
What's up, nephew? That's
so,
my
but
dude
I,
right there.
I dig it though, man. Like it's very tune accurate. If you're comparing apples to apples, this to Takara, I think Keith wins this battle. I really do.
Yeah.
Against the car? Yeah. Oh, man, you know what? Now I want to see them side by side.
I know
great.
we got some stills of them. So Rusty, I know you got the look at that, dude.
Like this if it's coming with this light up feature too, right? I mean, that's another, hit out of the park. Adding stuff in like that, right? I'm not sure how I feel about like the legs here though, right? They seem a bit weird. Like they're too narrow, too flat. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway,
I can see.
It still looks good, and this base mode thing looks cool too. Like, I mean, this is
the base mode on this one actually looks better than the Fans Hobby.
Yeah, that's true. But this one's like going for that ultra tune look.
Sure.
Yeah,
the Fans Hobby
Power Master figure in the front of the cab there.
Yeah,
right.
Dang it, man!
I mean, it's just this is kind of weird. I think. I mean, they're showing an MP figure and an MP tracks with. I mean, obviously he's supposed to be MP scaled, which is the other thing too, right? So there's Keith jumping in and going, "Oh, Takara, you don't want to do MP scale stuff anymore? Okay." But as you said, right, it's from a couple of years ago, right? But anyway, just
that opening back there, they can only show like what they have access to because they're working on the Headmaster Juniors too. They've already showed a prototype or a silhouette, should I say, of Minerva, I think it is, or whatever that one is, opposite of Minerva, but. Yeah, I mean, he's just showing that they'll fit eventually. I think that's what they're doing that for.
Yeah. There's the shot of the Power Master figure in the cab as well, right?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Neat. Yeah,
looks perfect, man. Crap! I didn't want to do it, but I think I'm gonna have to go in on it.
It does look good, and I mean, I'm not into this version, right, of the generation of the Transformers either. But I mean, that thing looks really good.
It does.
To the point that I might just pick it up just to check it out, right? But
the problem that I run into though is the fact that it is still Keith.
That's I agree, and right, which is what I said, right? It's like, what's the quality going to be like? Is it going to be good? Is it going to fall apart in my hands? Is it?
I want this to turn into a despot for me. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even though I'm gonna play with it, I know I'm gonna play with it, but I don't want to. I want to get it to a point where I'm gonna be like, you know what, this would look good in the display if I put it over here. You know what I mean?
Yep. It looks the part, bro. Oh, God,
I'm just bringing this back up just so this unfortunately this was the best picture I could find. Oddly enough, of the Super Jinrai figure, I was easily able to find a bunch of these. But I was having a really hard time finding a Super Jinrai picture. But anyway, that is what we're looking at.
That's dope. Yeah, Jed, I'm pretty sure you can still get that trailer. It's out there. People start as they go.
Yeah. Look up any retailer. Go to Agabus. Go to Agabus. They'll have it. As a matter of fact.
And you might even see it on a Black Friday sale because it's been out for a minute. It was at the con. It was at TFCon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Agabus got one left in stock. Yeah, let me go.
Quick. Go now, Jedi. We excuse you from the chat.
The race is on.
Well, guys, I think that is a great place to go ahead and wrap up for the night. We are at 1 hour and 49 minutes. Not too shabby. It was a great night tonight. We made a show out of I think a really good topic.
And I'm glad you were able to bring that to the forefront. And shout out to you, Derek, for that. Shout out to Rusty for putting something together, kind of last minute, but also helping out with the,
No problem.
helping out with the figures that we want to see. So you guys did that. All I did was help drive. So good job, guys. Good job.
We
All
appreciate
right.
you. You know that.
Oh, my
Thank you.
pleasure, man. Well, I think you can kind of hear it in my voice. I'm spent. So let's go ahead and go around the
Yeah.
jackal enclosure, as they say. And yes, chat squad. Let's do the chat
Chat
squad.
Squad shout out this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. We had Kenneth Almquist, Toy Mafia. Our boy Scotty Marble jumped in. Scotty Too Hottie, thank you very much. Brink was in there, a whole bunch, maybe more than we wanted. Jedi Mindset, P. Ferguson 19, Ryan Vegan Tech, Wolfie jumped in, Logan was there, Willie Whammo, Starscream, and Derek's nephew, Lucky Lefty 0109.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Chat Squad.
nephew.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Derek, where can the people find you?
You can find me, your boy Derek B, on your Book of Faces. You can also find me on Instagram as Derek What B. Notice I'm getting softer in that. I don't know what's going on with my voice. But anyway, you can also find me here every other Thursday as we transform your Tuesday. But do you even transform, bro? And you can also find me on our flagship show, ETR, Into the Realm, every Monday night, the best part of your Monday. Check me out then. Check us out then. And we'll see you soon.
The Robit
sir.
News.
Robots.
As I try to get to your, it's the Robot News.
All right, Rusty.
Yeah, we just
what about you?
started singing that.
Yeah, I know. You guys are nuts. All right, Rusty. What about you?
You can find me on all your social media platforms as the Rusty Mechanic. You can find me on my YouTube channel, The Rusty Mechanic Transforms, where I do review videos and other things of pretty much Transformers. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram and Reddit and Twitter and I don't know, name a social media platform. I'm probably on it there somewhere. So please go and check me out. The Rusty Mechanic. Eric's searching for me with something. Okay. Eric, I'm going to let you do your thing, and then you can jump back to my thing.
No, you finish up. Go.
You want me to finish up first? All right. So, if you aren't aware, if you check out my YouTube channel, The Rusty Mechanic Transforms, I do have a monthly raffle giveaway that I have started in support of Eric's foundation, Kennedy's Village, right in support of sickle cell. So you can go and check out on my YouTube channel. I created a video that explains all the rules for the raffle. Essentially, the way it works is you guys can put in donations, if you will, to me to go out and buy a figure, which I will then raffle out at the end of the month. And the way it'll work is that half of the proceeds will go to cover the cost of the figure. The other half will go to Eric and his foundation, Kennedy's Village, to try to help support them. This month, I'm giving away the guy that I showed earlier. I'm going to bring him back in right now because I still have him there. I am giving away Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. So if you don't have him, I'm going to try and give him away at the end of the month. Looking for 100 entries to give that guy away. If we don't get enough entries at the end of this month, don't worry. I will simply carry everybody's entries forward to the following month until we give a figure away. So if you want to help out Eric and Derek, because both of his family, they deal with this, please go ahead and check out my YouTube channel, check out all the rules and how you can get involved in the raffle and help support these guys as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And for me, that leaves your boy Eric B. You can find me in your Facebook groups, Eric Burgess. Also on Instagram, Mr_EatUp82. Steady putting in work at the gym. So you can find me posting videos on that every now and then as well. Shout out to Jose for the inspiration. You can find myself, my board, and my wife putting in work for Kennedy's Village, where we are over halfway to our goal of 3,000. So we're actually about $1,800 there. So when you add that to all the physical donations that we received over the 2 times we've done the toy drive at either TFCon picking up stuff, or shout out to NJCC Realm Nation, we picked up stuff there, and then just people giving me stuff along the way. And I got another raffle to do here pretty soon to try to help support this. I think we'll hit our goal of 3,000. So
Nice.
We really appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance to support and donate, you can also check us out. Check out my Facebook page, Eric Burgess, and it'll be a link right in there. But this is in support of Kennedy's Village, Heroes for the Holiday Toy Drive. So for kids who may have to miss out on holiday events for either being hospitalized or too sick to go out, and staying at home and resting up, we want to bring joy to those people who, and also the young adults who may have to miss out or are dealing with chronic illnesses such as sickle cell. So check us out there. And with that, guys, we are out of here. Let's go ahead and punch that clock, guys.
All right, real quick. I just want to say something real quick. I know y'all saw that shit from Hasbro just dropped today. Don't buy that shit. This is why we get shit like that from them, because y'all always feeding into that stuff. Stop buying bullshit from Hasbro. Megatron, Grimlock, and they trying to pass that off as Godzilla. Really, Hasbro? Really? Check my post on Realm of Collectors. We can talk all about it right there. But in the meantime, I'm about to get on some Call of Duty. If y'all want to get on, check the gamer tag right there, and we will be on like Donkey Kong in a few minutes. And yes, that's still a thing.
Peace.
Say it with me now.